Breaking news that will send tremors through Montecito and Buckingham Palace alike. Duchess Sophie has officially accepted a role that was once earmarked for Meghan Markle, and King Charles's shocking proposal behind it has left royal insiders speechless. Yes, you read that right. The quiet, steady Duchess of Edinburgh is stepping into a position that many believed would go to the renegade royal across the pond. And what Sophie said when the king asked her? Pure class, with a sharp edge that proves once again why she's the Windsor family's secret weapon. But before we get into the jaw-dropping details, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because this story is unfolding by the hour, and you won't want to miss what comes next. Here's what we know. According to palace sources speaking exclusively to several royal correspondents, King Charles has been quietly rethinking the monarchy's patronages and special envoy roles, especially those left hanging since Harry and Meghan's departure in 2020. One role in particular, a high-profile Commonwealth ambassadorship focusing on youth leadership and women's empowerment, had been unofficially set aside for Meghan before the Sussexes stepped back. But after months of stalled negotiations and what one insider calls irreconcilable differences with the palace's vision, Charles made a decision that no one saw coming. He offered the role directly to Sophie, and he did it with a proposal so shocking that even seasoned courtiers were taken aback. The proposal? King Charles asked Sophie not just to take on the Commonwealth role, but to do so with a new, expanded mandate that effectively mirrors the global platform Meghan once craved. Think overseas tours, major policy addresses, and a dedicated media strategy, all without the drama, without the tell-all interviews, and without the brand deals. And Sophie, after a single evening of reflection with her husband Prince Edward, said yes. Her reported response to the king? A simple, dignified, "I've been ready for this work my whole life." The question is whether the world is ready to watch someone who actually shows up. Let that sink in. That single sentence is being called the quietest mic drop in royal history. While Meghan and Harry continue to build their Hollywood empire, Sophie has been putting in the miles, shaking hands at community centers, sitting through endless strategy meetings, and representing the crown in 17 countries last year alone. According to YouGov data released just last week, Sophie's popularity has surged past several senior royals, and she now sits just behind Princess Anne in approval ratings. The contrast couldn't be starker. Meghan, for all her talent and star power, was often seen as a reluctant royal, someone who chafed under the institution's constraints. Sophie, by contrast, has embraced those constraints and turned them into her greatest strength. What makes this even more delicious is the timing. Sources say the king's proposal came less than 48 hours after Meghan's latest podcast episode, in which she spoke obliquely about feeling unheard during her time as a working royal. Charles, never one for public spats, decided to act decisively. By elevating Sophie, he sends a crystal-clear message to the world and to Montecito: the monarchy will no longer wait for anyone. It will fill its ranks with those who are already present, already working, already loyal. And Sophie's acceptance proves that the crown has a deep bench of talent that was always there, just overshadowed by louder voices. So what happens now? Palace officials confirm that Sophie will begin her new role immediately, with a major Commonwealth tour scheduled for early next year. She'll be accompanied by Prince Edward and their children for select engagements, presenting a united, stable family image that contrasts sharply with the fractured narratives coming from California. Meanwhile, Meghan's team has reportedly declined to comment, but you can bet that behind closed doors, this stings. After all, being replaced is one thing. Being replaced by someone who never wanted your spotlight in the first place? That's the ultimate royal revenge. What do you think? Did King Charles make the right call? Is Sophie finally getting the recognition she deserves? Or is this just another chapter in the endless royal drama? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell, because we'll be following Sophie's first official trip as the new Commonwealth envoy, and trust me, the palace is already planning something that will blow your mind. this story is far from over.